So I gotta start this video off with an apology, guys. I was wrong, alright? I've told you guys a few settings in the past that you need to change, and I told you guys they were the best options for those settings. However, I was wrong. I was completely wrong about them, and you want to change them immediately to get the best accuracy you possibly can. Now, recently I was watching a smaller YouTuber. I think he has like 4K subs. His name is ATXM. Go give him some love, obviously. But what I want to say here is that he made a video recently telling us to change our dead zones, and what it did was actually, it made me much better. My accuracy was like gluing on people. It was just so much better. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go into the controller settings. We're going to go all the way down to dead zone inputs, and what I would always tell you guys to do here is to put your right stick minimum to as low as you possibly could. Now there's something wrong with this, all right? And I thought it was good. A lot of people who make settings videos, they all think it's good. Everyone thinks it's good. You want as much motion as you could get on that right stick. You want it to, the second you touch it, you want it to interact in game. You want it to move and stuff like that. It's good. It's fine. You want it to have a fast response and stuff, but it's not good for aim. And the reason for that is because if we go into a lobby and I start moving my controller in a circular motion, you guys are going to see that it just activates right away. The second I touch it, it's too fast at reacting the second I touch the joystick. So if I'm aiming at someone in game and my right stick is all the way at 0, once I get glued onto them, once I'm trying to glue onto them, my aim is going to bounce all over the place because any micro movement I do is going to cause it to flick off. And what a lot of people who don't play controller don't understand is that yes, aim assist works nice if you have the proper settings for it to work nice. If you don't have the proper settings, it's not going to work at all. So instead, what I recommend doing is going to your right stick and trying to find a balance higher than 5. Something that's going to work for you guys that's actually higher than 5. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set it to 10. And that's what I like to set mine at now. I like to actually play on right stick 10. Now you can leave left at 0 if you want, if you have no stick drift. If you have stick drift, I recommend putting it up. You can leave left at that. You can leave your max at 25 if you want. That's fine. That's great. This is all about movement. But when it comes to aiming, it's all about your right stick, okay? So if you could put this up to 10, you'll see that once we go back into a game and start shooting at a bot and we move our controller in a circular motion, you're going to see it's not bouncing all over the place anymore. The aim assist is actually gluing onto the target. So that's something that's really important when it comes to actually aiming down sights and staying on enemies. You want that right stick minimum to be higher than 5. Now, I honestly personally play on 5, but I noticed 10 is a lot stickier. It sticks to the enemy a lot nicer, and that's what I'm going to recommend you guys try to play on as well. Start it off at like 15. If you feel like 15, you're not getting enough response when you're touching your controller, lower it down to 10. If you like 10, stay at 10, but don't go lower than 5. When you go lower than 5, you put it all the way to 0. Any little adjustment you do on that controller is going to be like a big reaction in game. It's going to stop aiming at the enemies and stuff. So that's what I'm going to recommend right there. Put it at 5, put it at 10. Try to figure out a nice one for you guys. And another one that you guys are going to want to go into is the aiming advanced settings, and this is really important as well. This one someone commented on my video to do. I listened to him and it really works out nicely. All right, so you're going to go to your ADS sensitivity transition timing, and instead of playing on instant or after zoom, you're going to set this to gradual. All right, if you're aiming at enemies and you're missing your first few shots and you just find that you can't actually aim properly and you're shooting a little left to them or a little right to them or whatever you are doing, put it to gradual. It's going to be so nice. It makes it lock onto the enemy really good, and it just feels so much better. You're going to notice the feeling, the change, once you actually put that to gradual. It's going to play really, really nice. And then what I also recommend is to set it to dynamic, your aim response curve type. You want this set to dynamic, but not only that, you want to put your aim response curve slope scale all the way to 0.80. This is going to be really good as well. This mixed with gradual is like the nicest feeling ever. You're going to play really, really good. I almost sounded like Joe Woe there. Nicest feeling ever, guy. But anyways, we're going to put that to dynamic. It's going to feel nice. We're going to put it to 0.80. You go lower than that, if you go like all the way to 0 on the slope scale, you're pretty much playing on standard. So anything that's closer to 0 is closer to the standard slope scale. And the last thing you're going to want to do here is go into your custom sensitivity per zoom, and instead of playing on 0.95, I told you guys to do this a lot, go back to like 0.85 or 0.90. This is what I used to play on MW3, and I'm going to recommend 0.90 here. And the reason you want to go lower on this is because once you're actually aiming at the enemies and you have your dynamic and your gradual set and you have your let's see right here, I keep forgetting what it's called, your dead zone, my bad, there you go, set to 10, they're all going to work perfectly together and make you really, really nice at the game. If you put this higher, let's say you like playing at 120, well, your sensitivity is going to be all over the place. You're going to be missing shots. It's going to be way too sensitive. So a .90 again is going to help you guys glue on those enemies really nicely. And we could see that in a private match. We'll go into a private match and you guys will see. I'll put everything to default, as you guys can see right here, and it's moving kind of fast. It's whatever. I'll put my slope scale, it's down at 0. You guys are going to see I'm missing a couple of shots. It's not gluing onto the enemy perfectly. It's a little too quick. It's a little too fast. But once we actually put everything like the ADS sensitivity down to .90, we play on dynamic, we play on gradual, and we put that dead zone up to a .10, you guys are going to see that once I'm doing these exact same circular motions, I'm playing on the exact same sensitivity, not ADS sensitivity, obviously, I am gluing on the enemies a lot easier. My shots are hitting a lot nicer, and the stickier your aim is, the better you're going to be at the game. That's what you want. You want sticky aim in this game. You don't want to play on a controller that feels like you're playing with a mouse on a joystick. It doesn't feel right, right? And if you're a controller player, you're going to know that you definitely want that aim assist to work in your favor, because controlling a little joystick does not do a great job. And if I helped you guys out at all in this video, make sure to leave a comment down below telling me thank you or something. I mean, you could even write banana, I don't care. Comments just help with the algorithm to help the video get out there so more people could see it. I would truly appreciate that. Drop a like on this video, and like I said, man, this is not me who came up with this. This is all ATXM. I can't take the credit for it. Got to give this guy props. He did a great job. Sub to the channel if you guys are new around here with those noties turned on. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.